Hi, and welcome to my Northern Chile road trip, the episode where we finally get to our ultimate destination, San Pedro de Atacama. Last time we left off at our arrival in the coastal town of Antofagasta after a very long drama-filled drive. We had a leisurely morning the next day, and we were excited to be on our way to the desert. We are heading to the desert. Finally, at long last.
Officially heading, because we've spent some time in the desert, but like the desert.
Wait. That's my mouse graffiti.
Too. Isn't that fun?
Where? Oh yeah, there's a moon and it has an ear pierce and a weird wrap on its tail.
It looks like the girl from Muzzy.
From Muzzy, yeah. Anyways, we're finally going to the desert and we are gonna do a stargazing tour tonight.
That
Brittany has been talking about this since before we left.
This is the one thing that I felt adamant about seeing to the desert.
And then we're gonna do some lagoons, maybe the geyser, I don't know. Supposedly it's really hard to get to.
Turn left.
We wish we had some more time to explore here because we like it better than La Serena.
Yeah, there's no squiggle over the end. It's La Serena.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Look at this disco club.
That's fun.
They love weird nun priest thing. There's religious dark costumes.
Yeah,
there was a little girl wearing a black outfit with black angel wings and then a black cross painted on her forehead, and she was probably 8. And then there was people in Santiago dressed as nuns.
Are you sure they were in a costume?
No, those were real nuns in that dumpy town, in that little town.
Okay.
But in Santiago I saw people dressed as nuns. We are gonna go to that touristic lagoon where you can swim the water.
Yeah, I need to get a bathing suit at
Yeah,
later.
we're going to
pack
Walmart
my bathing
so
suit.
Brittany can get a Walmart bathing suit. The landscape was pretty boring, but there were a couple of interesting things here and there. Okay, that's some weird ruins or something. Barracks, I don't know. That's weird.
I think there's more. Is there more on that side? What is that?
Yeah.
Look, there's more up here too.
This settlement was called Pampa Union, and it was founded in 1911 when the extraction of saltpeter became popular. Many of the workers were injured in accidents or became sick from illnesses, and they had to be transported all the way to Antofagasta, with many dying on the journey. A Chilean doctor founded this settlement so that a sanatorium could be built to provide a better chance of survival for the injured and sick workers so they didn't have to go all the way to Antofagasta. The houses were large adobe rectangles with dirt floors, tin roofs, and usually no divisions inside. Several families could live in one. The town had 2 main streets with 6 transversal streets. It was somewhat of a boom town with businesses popping up like bakeries, stores with American clothing and German toys, liquor stores, restaurants, and brothels. There was even a theater and boxing stadium. There's also a 600-grave cemetery about 5 kilometers away. In 1954, the town was dismantled.
We really appreciate the courtesy of the Chilean drivers.
In general, they're really nice here.
Notice it with driving.
Nobody's aggressive or weird or anything. It's very easy to drive in Chile, I'd say. It's very nice, yeah. We've been leapfrogging our way to Calama this whole time. Passing one big rig after another, and all the cars are doing it. Even big rigs do it, and it's you literally just have to leapfrog your way forward to get anywhere. When we got to the Walmart in Calama for Britt's bathing suit, we were ready to shop. Okay, me and Brittany are going gaga at this Walmart. I love these flares. Brittany said this has me written all over it, and I totally agree. And I'm loving that jumper. Okay, I'm loving the swiggle pants. I'm loving this jean material pant. And I'm loving the smiley things. Are we loving Walmart in Chile?
Love it.
We're also loving the clearance shoes for only $5. We like the platforms. Britt, you're blocking the one platform. We like those metallic platforms. And I like these, but they look dirty and they're humongous. Wow,
Wow, this is all trash.
Oh my gosh, it's like a desert landfill, but it's not a landfill.
All garbage.
And it's like mixed in with the dirt.
We watched a little mini thing on YouTube last night, how the Atacama Desert here is turned into a landfill for fast fashion. Chile is like one of the largest importers.
It's the largest importer of used clothes in South America.
In South America, that's it. And only 15% of the stuff gets resold, and everything else ends up in the desert in these big trash piles.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's
big
all these
plastic
like
bag just flew across the road.
cheap like polyester fabrics.
Okay. Trash bags are
gosh.
literally flying out in front of the road, and they burn the clothes, and it's like synthetic materials like polyester and stuff, and then they burn it, and it's like toxic fumes for all these people. The drive continued to be a monochromatic, barren landscape until we got closer to San Pedro de Atacama, when we finally saw some signs of life. Wow, greenery! Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Wow.
It's been so brown here this whole time.
The first greenery we've seen in eons.
This is really interesting down here.
We ended up staying at an Airbnb about 10 minutes outside of town. And after driving through town, I'm really glad we did the Airbnb.
We're in San Pedro de Atacama.
Supposedly it's like really chaotic to drive through here, but I mean, I know we just got in, but so far it seems okay. We had our own little casita, the Wi-Fi was super fast, and best of all was the owner's adorable dog, Poncho.
Hi, Poncho. What you doing? Look at you. Oh, no. Brendan, he wants attention from you now. He's running over. Hi, Ponch.
That evening, we parked in town and waited in front of a hotel for a van to pick us up for the stargazing tour. The van was almost full, but it wasn't that big of a size. When we got to the actual location, though, there were a ton more people. As I wrote in my journal, it was a bit of a vibe kill because there were so many people. It was still pretty cool and informative, though. You stay in your small groups and you go between 3 different stations. At the first station, our guide explained the indigenous people's beliefs. This world is very temporary. There's the life in the sky after you die, and then there's an underworld, which isn't hell, but it's where all unborn babies' souls are. On this earth, all the wisdom you gain goes to the babies in the underworld when you die. So this life is all about your actions. The 3 biggest rules are don't lie, don't steal, and don't be lazy. Supposedly, they'd actually kill you back then if you were lazy. They considered it that much of an offense. In order to get to the goddess in the sky, you have to cross a river, and to successfully do that, you have to use all the wisdom you gained on Earth. If you're a bad person, you won't make it across and your soul gets sent back to Earth but without a body. So you have to stay on Earth the rest of your life a bodiless soul, and every day you wake up and try to be good to get across the river, but you're stuck here. It's a permanent torment. At the first station, we also got to try some local products like a coca tea, delicious homemade jam out of chañar fruit, and muffins baked with chañar, and Chilean wine from the southern part of Chile, which was delicious. The second station was where we took Olan Mills-esque photos. I wish we could say we were trying to be funny in this photo, but we did not make these faces on purpose. Then we moved on to the final station where the telescope was. We got to see Betelgeuse, the 7 Sisters, and I think Alpha Centauri. My favorite, though, was seeing Jupiter with its brown bands across it and 3 of its moons. It was almost 1 a.m. by the time we got back into town and drove to our Airbnb. And me and Britt are blind as bats at night. I think we somehow got off the dirt road and were driving in an open dirt plot at one point.
Okay,
I think I'm on the right way.
Yeah,
This is like some weird open portion. Okay, the ridge is on the right. Whoa!
It's literally a lot.
Whoa! Okay, whoa! The car is like sliding everywhere.
Are you sure we're on the right road?
Yeah, that's what she shows.
Oh my gosh, Maps Not Me is so stupid. Alyssa, you're sliding.
Brittany, I'm driving over here because I don't want to be on those.
Okay, well that's sand, so you might not want to. Okay, I think you just keep going straight.
Well, when does it turn into like a road and not like somewhere to open?
Turn left. Are your high beams on?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the shit are we?
You off-roading right now?
I have no clue where we are. What the hell was that?
Where's our neighborhood?
I don't know. That was really weird.
Okay, that was insane.
That was really weird.
You go right here?
Yeah. Okay, I don't remember.
Maybe we're coming in from a different direction.
What the F?
What?
What is that?
What?
A graveyard? I did not go this way. I'm not going that way. The next day, we decided to go to Cactus Valley, see the Flamingo Lagoon, and go to the free hot springs.
Once again, Alyssa and I are off-roading for the 80th trillionth time.
Oh, Brittany, we're just on like a dirt road.
I know, but it's
okay. So we were excited to see the cactus. Ooh, look at the moon. Okay, so far the cactus is looking rather brown.
Yeah, we wanted to see some foliage today because it's so brown where we've been. There's some
cactus on the hillside.
We kind of figured our way over here. Alyssa pinned the general area, and then we just like
see
saw.
signs. Yeah, this is right.
Okay.
Oh, there's
so
the banyos. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is it blurry? Hold on. Oh wow, I look very tired today because I am. Okay, on the way here, we saw a rigor mortis dog, and it was literally had its legs like stick straight out. It looked like a taxidermy.
And then we
animal.
saw a second.
Yeah, then we saw a
DOG.
second. Yeah,
It was really
there's a lot of
sad.
dead dogs here. I think the living is hard up here for the dogs, and at night it's like I was literally blind as a bat driving home last night, and so the dogs probably run out and then get hit by a car or something. Okay, we parked our car there. We're not really sure where the trail is, but we're kind of just following this. Cactus Valley was fun, but we didn't end up going very far because the trail wasn't well defined. It was only 10,000 feet, but I was getting pretty out of breath when I had to exert myself. The temperature here is fantastic. I was worried because it's almost...
How we're like closer to the sun.
Yeah, the sun is like
very like intense, but the breeze is...
I think we're just over 10,000 here. It's rather sludgy here.
The water's actually really clear though.
Doesn't that look like floating poop? What is that brown stuff?
I don't know.
It's not very warm.
Oh man.
Hey. So today is more of like an acclimating day because we were planning on going to the geysers tomorrow, which are like over 14,000 feet. And San Pedro de Atacama is only 8,000 feet. So this area that we're in right now is like at 10,000 feet, I think. And we're gonna go up the road a little farther. Maybe we'll get to 12,000 today, I don't know. But we're just kind of getting used to the elevation. Even though we've like been at high elevations like numerous times, it's still, your body has to get used to it. And I always get kind of out of breath and get like a heady feeling up here. Usually around 12,000 feet, but we're only at 10,000 and I'm like already out of breath.
I think it's because we're exerting ourselves a little bit. We're hiking.
It's kind of hot out and stuff. Another note about the elevation, the landscape does get prettier the higher up you go. The lagoon was really cool. We saw a ton of flamingos, and here's a tip for you. If you go a little later in the day, most of the tour vans will already be back in town or heading back into town. We passed several coming down as we were heading up, and we basically had the lagoon to ourselves, except for a random car or two that stopped when we were there. That is sweet. I like how dark their donkeys are. There's no people who's driving.
Okay, we found the flamingos. So there's flamingos back there. And then right here you have these cute little black guys that are there. And where we're going to is the flamingos up here. We just parked down the road right there. And we're just walking to the flamingos down here. Because there's not really like any places to park. I guess these people just, I guess you can just park on the side of the road, but I don't want to do that. What if he came up to us? That would be so exciting. If they want to be together, one is gray and one is dark. They can't figure out how to get to each other. Okay, I am obsessed with this cutie pie. There's also a gray one. There's a gray donkey down here. And I feel like they're trying to figure out how to get, can you? Okay. It's very, very, very cute. They're tiny, they're very petite.
Next, we went to the hot springs. Now, there is an actual place where you can book a time slot and pay to go. We did the free hot springs instead, though. I had a lot of trouble finding information on this beforehand because most of the results come up for the paid hot springs, but this is what I had pinned on my map. There's a place to park off on the side of the road, which was kind of like a dirt parking lot, and then it was a short walk, this little dotted trail, along the river to the hot springs.
So right now we're walking to the hot spring, but we're going to the free one. So you start at the top of the ravine here, and then you walk down this trail, and then... Oh, here's the wooden board. So apparently we have to cross the water.
The main pool had several people in it, so we backtracked to a quieter place where we could have a pool to ourselves.
We found our own little hot spring because the other one was way too crowded for us. I'm gonna go in. Supposedly it's not very warm.
Oh, it's nice.
Is it nice?
Yeah. It smells like a pond.
Do you think it's clean?
Yeah.
Feels really nice. It's like warm but not too warm because it still feels refreshing. Yeah. It's really nice. We were just saying that. First of all, the flies here are really out of control and disgusting. And second of all, we were just saying how glad we are to have like our own private pool. Yeah, we went to the like popular one, but there was so many, it's popular, so there's so many people there. And we saw this one on our way up to the main one. So we were like, let's go back here. So we have our own private pool. It's really nice. So what did we think? First of all, it feels great to be wrapped in a towel because when you get out of the water, it's kind of windy, freezing. It was really nice to be in there. The only negative is these incessant flies, but it was really nice. Yeah, the water was perfect. It just felt so nice. And it was fun to sit in where the water like rushes out because it feels like in a jacuzzi when the water is coming out of the jets. It feels good right there. So we're letting, it feels good to like rub your feet in the rocks and gravel. Yeah. There's lots of dragonflies out here also. You can see them flying around. It's very peaceful.
After we got back, we showered and made dinner where I got to taste test one of the beers I picked up at Walmart in Kalama.
Can I smell it? It smells like beer. Wow, it's very sweet. Whoa, sorry, it's very sweet. I've never had a beer like that. It's like really good. It would be delicious over ice cream. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Your new favorite?
Yes, it's so good. And normally I like really bitter beer, but this is dang good. And it was only like $1 something. Okay, I'm loving it. We were too tired after that to do any more activities, so we decided to just poke around town instead. There's a bustling little pedestrian zone with lots of tourist shops. It was fun to walk around, but too touristy for me.
Look at this
Sweetie.
I'm getting dust in my eyes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, what is that? Like this street has an extremely pungent smell. Wow, this street like goes for billions of miles. The next day, we were supposed to go to the El Tatio Geysers, which is situated at 14,170 feet. On the way up, Brittany was saying she didn't feel too good. We ended up turning around at Cactus Valley and picked up some soda crackers and ginger ale in town before we headed back to our Airbnb so Britt could rest. We did end up doing a couple more activities later that day, but I'll save that for next time. If you want to see more activities you can do in the Atacama Desert, then hit subscribe and notify. And if you're enjoying this Northern Chile adventure, then hit the like button too. See you next time.